I'm starting my icebreaker, hoping to in a hoity-toity manner, but hoping to have a polished output. So a little bit about me, an introduction to my speech. I'm born in India. I immigrated to United States about 25 years ago, and this is a repeated theme that I work for Mayo Clinic. I'm active in the community in the fields of diversity and inclusion, arts, especially music and dance, um, and girls' empowerment. My presentation today is Ganga Through Decades, one memory highlighted per decade. And this is me in the single digits age. If you can see my picture and my brothers, I was born in a big metro city called Bombay, but I moved to a small town in southern India till my undergraduate studies. I was a Pied Piper to my brothers and all the kids in the neighborhood. I would call myself like a border collie, herding all the kids in the neighborhood to do something naughty or good. The, the best memory of me was being with nature. Nature really calms me. Being from a farming community, we had the opportunity to be with nature when we were little under 10. So the non-school days would start with waking up in the morning and going into nature. The breakfast will be the fruits from nature. I vividly remember me and my brothers and my friends grabbing jackfruit from the tree for breakfast, cut it open with our bare hands, and eat whatever we could and leave the rest there. If we were thirsty, we would go to a coconut tree and get coconut and drink. And that was throughout the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner we find from nature on non-school days. My best friends were books and transistor. Transistor is what we call the radio in those days because it was melded transistors which makes music and news. And going to the teens, I am getting more curious to learn about the world. Reading books and listening to BBC and making friends through ham radio. These will be total strangers that you would learn about them through the ham radio. That was my big hobby at that time. And the second hobby was spy on brothers and their friends. And I got the nickname of Sherlock Holmes. So Border Collie becomes Sherlock Holmes there. The best memory was starting the first mobile library in town. So we all had limited resources to read and learn about the world. And every household had one or two books that they subscribed every month. So this was an idea came out from my brain to read more and learn more about the world, to collect books from all the household in the neighborhood and start a mobile library. So we had the mobile library with our ledger book with the donations and the names of the people and who would lend and who would return it back to the library. So this was an idea that I had when I was in teens to quench my curiosity about the world. So moving on to the 20s, I guess that ham radio and that curiosity helped me settle into married life with my husband, Andy, who's a gentleman who promised me to take me to more opportunities and more into the world. Thus, I traveled to United States with him and learned new culture, new people, everything new including a new hobby of watching football. So you can see the theme here, getting more Americanized. My first job was with Experian Corporation, and joining there for the first week, my colleagues took me to the first trip to casino. So you can hear the theme again here, getting Americanized way too sooner than I am wanting to. And going to a funny memory, I had my first meeting with the big group within a month of joining Experian, and I'm learning that the director and VP are from the same alma mater. So what a small world. So we all maybe looked for the same thing and reached the same place. So coming from there to the 30s, my main goal was to raise a happy and healthy family, a content family. And pretty soon my kids taught me that the kids are reflection of you. This happened when my daughter was 3 years old. My habit is to get them ready and make them buckle in their seat and me to go get ready, and then drive them to their daycare. So at 3 years old, my daughter was acting how mommy does her morning routine of getting them ready, buckle them in their seat, and walking down the stairs with with her badge on the left side. That made me realize that the kids are watching you much more than anybody under the microscope. So I have to polish myself and be a good person and a good mom. So that made me enroll in my second master's, and at the same time, my pediatrician was asking my son when he was 5 years old during his well child checkup what he did for his birthday and what made him happy. So his answer was a day where I don't have to go to daycare and I can be with my mommy all day. That made his day. And the pediatrician was very surprised with this answer. And she started interviewing our family for the next 5 years while she was writing her medical book chapter on raising content children. So moving from there to the 40s, and that is where I believe most of the people who know me in this group know me through my work in the diversity and focusing more on career. And in 2016, I would consider this as one of my biggest accomplishment. For Mayo Clinic, I got the Diversity Champion Award in 2016. And I was nominated by 3 people, and 1 from my own group, and 2 from people who know my work, who don't know me, who know my work. And they nominated me for the Diversity Champion Award, and I won that award. And it is one of my best moments in my career and my work at diversity and inclusion. And now you're thinking, okay, she's going to 50s or not? I just turned 50. And this is my goal for 50s, self-care and going to the roots. I was brought up to be a vegan and having a natural way, nature be part of your way of life. So I'm starting to go that route, and also improving and polishing on my hobbies on music, gardening, and self-improvement, which includes exposing me to all of you so that you can critique me and help me polish to be a good presenter, a good humorous person. So that is what, in closing, I am looking for candid feedback from you and thanking you for this opportunity to be having the icebreaker with you. Thank you.